Hello. Welcome back to Eternal. I am your storyteller. Today, we're telling the story of Harvey, who is currently at the G.O.D facility. Harvey, would you want to tell me what happened last time?
I sure would. We started doing something. Oh yes, we started with Alex Turner, in my hideout. It's not a lair.
It's not a dungeon.
It's also not that. My secret undisclosed location. That is totally not a storage unit.
Yes, with the roof.
And so we decided to release them because it wasn't our choice to kidnap them in the first place. We being me.
It was entirely Luke's idea.
Yeah.
And fault.
No, what I was referring to, like, with the releasing thing. Yeah, Luke takes all the blame. All the blame. I'm actually gonna claim that it was his.
Shut up, Karish. Please don't. Please don't actually shut up. We love you, but respectfully.
Karish.
Shh.
Okay. Anyway, we decided to release them. So I chloroformed her, right? That's what I did.
And
them.
Yes, you did do that.
No. I went to Karish's house and I chloroformed her.
Defenseless person.
Hey, in my defense, Alex would have done the same thing to me in a heartbeat.
Well, they can tell us right now in the chat.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I didn't think so. Anyway.
He wanted chaos, I brought chaos. One moment. Actually, zoom out. Keep talking. Keep going.
Okay, so then we were driving around the city.
Can you move the back down?
Up like this. Is that fine? Alright, great.
And just move that cup. Perfect. Thank you.
We were driving around the city, and we saw a hint of one of the shadows. No, not the shadows. We saw someone getting kidnapped into an alley, and I woke up Alex with smelling salts, and then I went into the alley, and I rescued like 5 people or something like that. Woke them up with smelling salts, found out that there were some people kidnapping people who had witnessed the shadows doing things. And I set them free, gave them all my number, and
we're contacted by whoever was in charge of the app.
Yes, I was. And I have their location. That's a later thing. I'll deal with that.
Yes, I'll deal with that later.
Yes. This is for you. I would have messaged him and said, "Hey, I'm busy right now. I'll get back to you on that though."
Okay.
And then as we left the alley, we were stopped by the G.O.D. 3 agents fell out of the sky. They jumped off the roof and landed next to us, behind us. We were facing them, they were facing the alley, and turned around, we had a little Truxican standoff, and eventually we talked things out and decided to go with them back to their base, and they were open with us. They shared information with us, and Harvey is gonna be so sad when they betray him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he will.
And Harvey decided to stay behind with G.O.D. while the other 2 left.
Yes. And we begin with Harvey being staying in Maxwell's office while Becca is being taken out. Pardon. You're fine. Okay. And that is when we begin. Harvey is inside Maxwell's office. Becca had just been taken out back into the city.
What was the department I was gonna look at first? They gave me options. Research, yes. Research and development?
I'm pretty sure the departments they gave were research, operations, technology, which you weren't given access to. I don't think. It was either that or operations. Engineering, which is not technology.
Mhm.
It's probably from what you can assume, the department that keeps the facility running.
That's what I was assuming. Yeah.
And the board. Those who not the board specifically, but like those in charge.
That's a separate department.
Sure.
Department of the board.
No. But those are the four departments that you were mentioning. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was operations, research. Oh, there was the armory.
Armory.
You were
yes.
not.
That's the one.
That's the one you were not allowed in.
I was sad about that. I am sad about that.
Okay.
Research will do fine.
Alright.
Maybe I'll find.
All right. So
Man, I wish I was Jason.
you've decided to stay here for a little while. Why is that?
Curious to learn more about your organization.
Indeed. All right. Learn our secrets.
Yes. Naturally.
Fair enough. Also, Karish, you are absolutely right. Carson does have the same look you do when the board is mentioned.
Oh, and what looks that?
Just a that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
that one
alright.
right there.
I just couldn't remember which one I had.
The little smile.
You know, I mean, I've got friends on there. You know, like a liar.
Uh huh. You know.
The warden
Like
would be
a
my
liar.
friend.
Karish, just no, not right now.
Yes. You're gonna tell me about that later.
Yes. Okay. All right. I've been giving you authorization to take you to a few places. What do you want to start?
Let's go with research, I think.
You seem like the inquisitive type.
I seem correctly.
Well, it's not really my department. I'm operations.
Alright. We
But-
could start there, if you want.
No, it's fine. I'll get somebody from there. He kind of presses a button on an answering machine. Could you please send up Dr. Shirkoff? Thank you. This was planned beforehand, I promise. Thank you. Okay. That's true, yeah. Alright. If you want to ask me any questions that I could potentially answer, while we wait.
What is the purpose of the G.O.D?
Well, it's in the name. Global Operations and Defense. We protect the planet from things that threaten it.
Such as?
The shadows.
Yes, but beyond that.
Beyond that,
Is this like
I
a
don't-
frequent occurrence? This sort of
I don't
thing?
think you got clearance for that, my friend.
Understandable.
Unless the director lets you. Which I doubt it. You're not an official member. How old are you? 16?
I think it was 19. No, Becca was 19, I'm 20.
Yes.
Because I remember it was 19, 20, 21. That was funny how that lined up.
It was very amusing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even planned beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
We'll ask about that later,
Hey,
Karish.
Karish, I don't think you were paying attention during my intro. Harvey is going to be very upset when the G.O.D betrays him.
Exactly.
That is Harvey's current mindset.
Yes. Also, I'm going to do some things to make it look a little better. I'm changing the cameras a little bit to make it look a little better. Come on. I can keep answering questions. You said ask if there's anything else.
Yes.
Well,
Nothing I can think
Yeah.
of at the moment.
Hmm?
No questions at the moment.
We're just waiting currently on Mr. Shirkov. He's the head doctor.
All right. Doctor of what?
He's the head of research. That's kind of his thing. Oh, you're very yellow. Let me fix that.
What'd you call me?
Oh yeah, we're yes. That's fine. That works for now until we get a camera. No light. Okay. As you would hear a knock on the door. Come in. Entering the room, you would see kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. Doing a little slouch. Kind of walking in is this kind of a decently tall man. You can't really tell how tall he is with this deep black hair. Very short black hair. Kind of walk in. Yes. What is it you need? Well, doctor, this. What's your name? Harvey?
Yes.
Harvey. Mr. Harvey here has gotten permission and would like to ask some questions and get a little tour through the facility, starting with research. I don't do tours. Well, you're doing one today. Doctor's orders. Yes, I know that's all. I love it. Fine. As he kind of rolls his eyes and gestures for you to follow him.
I do, of course.
Start following him through. So, what is it you want to know? And please answer quickly.
Yes. So, what kind of research are you guys doing here?
All kinds. Be more specific.
What sort of research are you doing in order to
Take it
counteract the shadows?
There you go.
All right. What sort of research are you doing in order to take care of the shadows?
Well, we have some living samples of the shadows that we've gotten so far throughout the years.
What about dead ones?
Yes, we got those too. And we have been doing some digging. That's what I like to call it. It's actually dissecting.
Surgery? Okay.
To find whatever is inside. We have discovered that one, I don't know what Mr. Maxwell has told you, that the people underneath are still alive.
Yeah, I
Or,
heard that.
for the most part. Not much brain function left. We're pretty certain that you can't bring them back. That they're practically dead. Brain dead.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
And all of these shadows are connected somehow through some energy.
Have you discovered how to interact with or manipulate this energy?
Yes, but in some cases it is a dangerous game.
How so?
The energy is very unstable, and at the very least, from the shadows that are connected to the current threat can take over and inject it into human subjects.
Oh. So it can be spread through from shadow from a shadow to a normal person.
Yes,
Surgical.
without the main one doing anything.
Interesting.
We have discovered, though, that most other shadows cannot do that. Or choose not to. These aren't the first shadows we've encountered.
Yes, I've heard.
And they won't be the last. They're everywhere.
Unfortunately. And it's not gonna stop until we can catch, what was his name again?
Abyss.
Biss.
Yes, he is, I don't, again, I don't know what Mr. Maxwell has told you. He is not the only shadow. He is simply the one that seems to have the ability to infect or spread.
He also has no physical form.
Interesting.
My friend tried to shoot him. Went right through.
Interesting. We have nothing.
We've also
this abyss.
We've also seen him walk through walls, doors. I don't think I've seen him fly.
We do know that some shadows are able to do that. Have these strange abilities. Most of these shadows that, at the very least, Mr. The Abyss corrupts, can simply attack in normal ways, like a normal person can, unless you create the physical hole with bullets or maybe knives.
Do you have any way of interacting with such a non-physical body like that?
We're working on it. Perhaps there is a potential wave. We've been testing radio waves. Those don't seem to have much effect.
Yeah,
we have, though, through our research in brain waves, we have discovered that the shadows with the base are connected through him to a
yes, and they communicate that way.
Yes, or at the very least, he communicates to himself that way.
Okay. And these other shadows are other versions of himself?
The other shadows that are... Do you mean the ones that are infected or the ones
yes,
that
the infecting ones.
Yes, they are like extensions. Not the whole, but a piece. Or at least an addition to him.
Yes.
This way, as he kind of leads you down through hallways, you can see them in through windows, them building machines, armory, that kind of thing. Until he gets to this kind of area, a viewing area, and when you look inside, you can just see a bunch of restrained shadows with these kind of shackles around them attached to tables.
Have you ever encountered anything like this before? It's sort of energy.
Well, as I have said, in our 20-year lifespan, yes, we have encountered shadows, but these kind of things before. This energy.
And does it manifest differently in other ways? In other, occasions?
Not that we have seen, but it could. There's no reason it couldn't.
To what extent have you managed to manipulate it?
We have been able to use it as a power source in some cases.
Interesting.
In fact, the suits that I'm sure you saw from Maxwell were powered by small batteries of the stuff.
Interesting.
Or
were they wearing suits?
They were wearing this kind of body armor.
Okay.
But you couldn't really tell.
No.
They don't seem very high tech for the most part.
Yeah. All I remembered was the cloaks.
Mm-hmm. And yes, we have been learning to use it as a power source.
Interesting.
We have been attempting to harness it to create
an energy weapon, I presume, or
abilities. Trying to give it to a person without them having this connection to the hive mind. If you don't know about it, I dread the consequences of that. We are attempting to erase this connection to the hive mind. Thank you for subscribing again, Courtney.
And how has that gone so far? What are the side effects?
Well, For the most part, the ones that are connected to Abyss have been unable. Hydration. Have been constricted. Hydration. Have been unable. I did thank you. I said, oh, Curry subscribed.
Yes, he did. I can confirm. I was here.
So was she.
Apparently not. Mentally, at least.
That's fine. The ones connected to Abyss have been unable to be disconnected when we attempt to transfer the energy to a different human host. But there are other shadows that we have discovered that has been successful, as they don't seem to have this kind of hive mind.
Okay.
This connect. Yes, we were on the air.
Yes.
It was the beginning.
It was after we started, yeah. We went live. You can go back and look, Karish.
Oh no, we were still on the waiting screen.
Oh, so we weren't. Okay.
But we were on the air.
We were on the air. We just weren't on the air.
Correct. We were on the internet. Would you like to see?
I'd love to.
Oh, very well. Do you have dice?
Yes, I do. A lot of D6. Perfect. Yes. I assume you'd like to use.
No,
two.
I'd like a D100. Or 2. Or 3. However D100. How many ever D100 do you have?
You want all of my D100s, or you just need one?
Just 2. Or 1. 1 should work for now.
Here you go. That went great. And do you need a D6? Or...
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. No, Creed, I have dice.
This kind of leads you into a different area, a viewing area that's kind of a testing room. And you do see somebody crawling along the walls.
Oh.
Just like climbing.
Spider-Man?
This was given to them. This ability, wall crawling, was given to them when we transferred the energy of the shadow that wasn't connected to Abyss to them.
And how can you tell when it's not connected to Abyss?
We detect that kind of wave, brain wave activity.
And if it's not there, then you can tell it's not connected to Abyss.
Correct.
Alright. So even when the energy is separated, it sometimes maintains that connection?
Correct.
Interesting.
Because the energy itself has the wave, not the person.
Okay.
But it is possible. We have... ask more questions.
Also, how are you containing those shadows?
They seem to be... how do I explain this?
Dormant?
No. We have been able to contain them with these created, dampening devices that seem to work against them, as they do give off this energy. We have discovered ways of lessening that ability.
Is it possible that such a thing could be used to contain Abyss?
Potentially, but we've never seen the beast. And if it doesn't have a physical form, it is possible that it wouldn't work.
But if this works by containing the energy itself, it's possible it would work even though it doesn't have a physical form.
This is possible.
It would be difficult to get it on there, though.
This is indeed possible, yes.
But also, he's probably rather arrogant because nothing seems to work on him.
Correct.
So that would help us.
It would, yes. Okay, then. Deal. There's more, but I don't know if Clearance to show you. Possibly not.
How are the ones who were giving energy connected to him still? How are they behaving?
What do you mean?
You said that in some cases that sometimes when you separated the energy, it had the mind wave still in it.
Correct.
And have you injected that into anyone?
How do you think we learn?
How did that go? Did they just turn into shadows, or something
Slowly.
else happened?
They became transformed from the inside out, so there was no human left.
Interesting.
They had to be terminated.
Did they receive any other power? Because I know you said that the other people
They
who
seem to
injected
have
the
these
unkeyed
abilities
energy.
to, like you said, what that abyss can do, drop the walls. One of them was able to travel into a shadow, which is terrifying, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because you can never really get rid of shadow. And you did get rid of him, right?
Can I have a d22? I just forgot to bring my dice.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're not going to need D6 later?
No, I won't need d6s. You will.
All right. I will. All right.
If you decide to do anything that involves rolling.
I'd love to do things that involve rolling. I don't need to right now, though.
Yeah.
I can't
No.
think of any need to.
No, not really. You don't.
I'd like to do roll treasure hunter.
No, you won't.
I'd love to.
No, you.
I'm totally Jason right now. Hope shadows attack this place. But I can steal things in the chaos. Dang, I'm not Jason.
No.
Sorry. Go on.
Do you have any other questions? I'm unfortunately not very busy at this time.
How do you manage to extract the energy from them and unkey it from their mind, the hive mind? Or
well, we've been studying these kind of creatures and energies for 20 years since we started. I have been working here since the company began.
and
We've
that
had
was
lots of
2000.
time. Yes, no, yes, 2000. Roughly. Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. We've had lots of time. We were able to discover ways to extract energy from people. Not even shadows. Sometimes there are people just born with energy.
And do these people have supernatural abilities?
In a way, it really depends. Some of them don't even know about it, and some abilities aren't really a conscious effort. Sometimes just happen.
Interesting.
And not all energies are the shadow.
So, why do you take the energy from the people? Did they do something wrong, or did they consent to have it removed?
Some did. Others, not as much. We needed to study.
All for the greater good, right?
I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. And wait, how many kinds of this energy are there? Or is it all the same type of energy, different?
That we have discovered.
What's the difference between the energies?
They have different properties. Well, all can be used as power sources, but some don't seem to. Well, a couple. No, don't seem to give any abilities, or if they do, they don't seem to accomplish or do anything.
Oh, how's that?
Well, there was an energy in it that was erratic in nature, or I mean, it seemed to be unpredictable. And when we gave it to a person, nothing seemed to happen. And when we tested it, they did in fact have that energy inside them. It should be working, but it wasn't.
Interesting.
Would you like to see my collection of these?
Yes, I'd love to.
These are the ones we have discovered. That doesn't mean there are not more.
Yes.
As he goes into, you know where this is going, don't you, Carson? Don't you, Carson?
I plead the fifth.
Mm-hmm. As he heads into a room with a bunch of bottles filled with these different colored energies. Would you like me to tell you what they are? What the colors are?
Yes.
Obviously, you see black, gray. I would write these down. Do you want just a paper to write notes on?
That'd be nice. I really should start bringing my computer.
There you go.
Just catching up on the chat.
Mm-hmm. No, Miss Strange cannot.
No, she can't. Miss Strange doesn't know or care about Harvey. Alright. I freaking wrote down the DOA instead of the G.O.D.
Oh my gosh.
So used to them. So used to dealing with the other ones. Alex.
Typical DOA.
Alright, so black, gray.
I can't remember if Darkest Dawn was attached to it at any point, but I swear to God, if Becca turns into a spider, I will riot. No, that's just Nicole.
No, she's gonna slowly turn into a demon. Oh, that's different.
Purple.
Purple, yes. That makes sense. That was not in character.
Dark blue.
Good to know.
Did I say white?
You did not.
Okay. Green.
Dark?
No. And yes. There's a dark green and a green.
Ah, okay.
And that's it.
Interesting. And which of these was the one that didn't work?
Dark blue. It doesn't seem to accomplish anything. No for you. You should be more curious at how they managed to get some.
I am very
But Harvey
curious.
wouldn't care.
I'm guessing it was probably just someone from another universe came in and had kids and passed it down. Because that's how connections work sometimes, right? Because
Sometimes.
dang it.
But those are all the bottles that you can see there.
And do you get all of these from people? Have you taken all of these
Some,
from people?
yes.
And what about the others? Where do you get that from?
Some that I don't know how to explain this. So I won't, because I'm pretty sure you don't have clearance for that. And I just don't want to. Also, Karish, Nicole did not drink anything. Correct. That is just what happened from being in that place.
Yes. She failed enough rolls.
Herman was the one drinking the vials.
Herman was the one drinking vials.
You know Herman?
Oh, Herman. Oh, Herman.
This isn't Herman. This is Harvey. Still an H name.
Oh,
Harvey.
Herman. Can't wait till Herman comes back as a villain.
So that's about. Those are all the ones that we have been able to uncover. I'm certain there are more.
And have you tried giving those to your guys over in operations yet?
Why do you think I only have bottles? We
For the
had
yet?
more.
Hmm?
We had more, but this
Oh.
energy is unable to be duplicated. Hydration.
Gotcha.
I'll get it.
But I love him.
But you're the main character.
I don't want to be.
That's nice.
Alright, I grabbed 7 vials and chug them all. Yes, they are. Did Doctor come in this time?
Yeah.
Alright. He's been playing the game of, oh, I wanna come in. No, I don't. Hi, Doctor. Can I help you? Oh my friend. Oh, you're a little bit soggy. Alright. Back to the matter at hand. Cat.
I had ended with saying that not all of this energy is unable to be duplicated.
Yes.
Artificially, in the very least.
So you have been giving it to people in operations.
I was informed too.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean,
It does give supernatural abilities.
and you're fighting supernatural threats a lot of the time.
Exactly.
Interesting.
There's restricted areas that you're not allowed to go into.
What are areas where I am allowed to go into?
The exit.
Is there anything else you guys are working on here right now
Mm,
that I'm allowed to know about?
There is technology, which I wish I was on there on the big project, but no. I get to stay over here.
Big
with
project?
my stupid research.
Fun big project?
Oh, I'm sure you'll learn when you get over there.
Oh, they actually said I can't go over there. That was one of the ones that they don't want me to.
Figured.
Losers. No, but that makes sense.
So, this is the end of our tour for here. Go back to Maxwell. I'm sure he would love to show you up already.
Alright. Also, how big are these bottles? Okay, so I guess that is actually.
That would make more sense.
That actually is a lot amount. No, that's a lot there then. Interesting. And is he just sending me back there?
Yep.
Or do I have an escort?
Yes.
Aw.
You don't just get to run around. You don't just get to run amok.
But can I walk him?
Silly goose. No.
Dang.
So you're taken back to Maxwell's office,
Yes.
who is on a call as you get in there. Points to the seat in front of him.
I sit on his desk. No, I sit in the chair.
Yes. Yes, sir. Right away. Okay, so did you have fun in the research?
I did. I learned some fun stuff. Interesting.
I hope. I don't know how I'm going to feel when you both meet.
Concerned. That's all I feel.
Oh, yes. You know, the eternal session that's going to happen in person.
Gosh. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen.
Eh.
Nit.
Eh.
Nit.
Eh.
Nit.
Anyway,
You mean Darkest Dawn season 3?
season 3? When did season 2 happen?
I played the 5th.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, is he off the call now?
Yes.
Alright. So, you ready to give me a tour of operations?
Oh, yeah. And
Or would you prefer I save the best for last?
that's funny. Boss would disagree with that statement.
Is boss right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would hope so. He's in charge.
I'm assuming best is technology, in his view.
Yeah, considering a big old project over there.
What is that project?
You know I can't answer that question unless given explicit permission.
Alright, let's go talk to the director.
No, he's very busy, and also, no.
Can't imagine why not. Alright, on to operations then.
Alright, and I get to show you all my toys.
Ooh.
Operations is connected to the armory.
Ooh.
We get to show you all our big toys. It's great. Guns.
And
Big
shifts.
guns.
And so they banned shifts.
Big guns.
Big guns.
Big guns.
Got 2 big guns, right?
There you go. What's your brawn? 0? Yeah, that's what I thought. At least it's not a -1.
That's my grit.
That makes sense. As he starts leading you toward operations. So, you got any more questions? I'm sure you got plenty, especially from talking to Mikhail. His first
What?
name.
Oh, okay.
He hates it when I call him that.
That's his first name? Is it Michael or Mikhail?
Mikhail.
Is it actually... That's interesting. That's cool.
That means something to Patrick. But he's not watching. He's watching John Wick 4.
Ah, that's cool. So first thing, I was talking with Mikhail, and he mentioned that some of the operations guys have been given powers.
Oh, yeah.
How many of them? All of them?
Oh, no. We don't, Boss doesn't want everybody having powers. His philosophy for operations is if there are, every group, every task force, well, not task force, but every operation that happens, if it's a minor one, always has 3 people, 1 normal, 1 powered. 2 normal, 1 powered.
All right, that makes sense. And is the powered person typically the team leader, or are they just a specific assignment within the team?
Specific assignment. Sometimes. I don't have power. Don't wanna. I like my
That's
guns.
Guns are pretty great.
I know. They're cool. Especially this one, as he leads you over to a gun that's just I don't know how to explain it. It's a very sci-fi, like a very modern sci-fi gun. This bad boy helps me all the time.
Does it shoot lasers or bullets?
Why not both? Lasers when necessary.
Is this one of the devices that's powered by the special energy?
Oh, yeah. Specifically the purple one.
Okay. So, could this theoretically hit Abyss? Because he's non-physical.
Maybe.
Okay. You just point and shoot and hope that it works.
Yes.
That's fine.
But I would say maybe not have it be in a public area, because if I miss...
Yeah. Is it just a laser or is it an explosion laser?
Have you seen Halo? Have you seen what a Spartan laser does? That's what this gun can do when I'm not using regular bullets.
Okay, Coulson.
I don't even know what the hell... I don't even know what this thing does. But that's what it does. Oh, I know, Courage. I know.
I don't.
Carson also needs a reminder.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I have been studying for my career as Archie.
Very nice. I'll ask you about that after the
I have a list.
because we'll have plenty of time.
Yes, I have all the colors.
When do you need to leave?
What?
When do you need to be back?
I don't.
You don't need to be back?
That's correct.
Why? Don't answer that. We'll figure that out later, because this makes me happy.
I mean, I'm not planning on staying the night, but yeah. I mean, there's no
Talk about
specific
it
time I
after.
should be back. Don't you? I love you.
Archie, don't worry about it, Karish. Don't
Archie.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
That won't matter till like next February or something.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah. This is my tank killer gun. I call it tank killer
DK.
because it
Your
works.
way. Yeah. Right.
One of the guys is taking to calling it after a Doom gun, BFG. Big fucking gun.
I couldn't figure out what it was. What those letters meant.
I don't know what next age means, Garish. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're crazy.
The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass,
You're crazy.
leaving memories
Garish.
that become legend.
You're crazy. Silly Garish.
Silly Carish.
Typical
Typical.
DOA agent.
Typical.
Typical DOA agent.
Typical Theo agent.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, I don't suppose there's a way I could shoot this somewhere.
What are you talking? What?
Like, could I, like, is there like a testing place I
Are
could.
you kidding me? Of course there is. Follow me. As he leads you further down into a very large, somehow abnormally large area.
I'm assuming magic. Power.
That's just like completely empty with a little bit of debris in certain places.
Alright.
Set up a target. As you see a couple people just take a tank and roll it out there and they quickly run out of the room. He hands you the gun and just stands behind you holding your arms in place. If you don't have armor, this will blow your arms off.
I have a vest.
It's not good enough.
I didn't think so.
The reason it blows your arms off is because pushes your arms back. In fact, give me the gun.
Please?
If you fire it without the armor, your
Okay.
arms will explode.
Okay, so where's the armor?
As he kind of gets just like the torso portion
Yeah.
of some armor of this kind of armor he wears.
Yes.
As the back opens and you can put your arms in like that.
Alright.
I know Courtney. It's great.
Alright.
Don't you love secrets gaming? Anyway,
Oh, yes. You know what I love more than Secrets Gaming?
as you pull the trigger, actually, as you pull the trigger and nothing happens, you gotta hold it. Hold the trigger.
Oh, it's a railgun.
Don't give Harvey a gun. Too late. As you just pull the trigger and this kind of purple energy starts like going throughout the gun, just and then
I always hated Hyperion weapons.
once it reaches the end, you hear this kind of clicking sound, and then you can kind of see the light start going out, not like as a laser. Let go. As this laser kind of shoots out, hits the tank, and this kind of purple energy just like it hits it, it kind of flies back a little bit, and then kind of consumes the tank, leaving very little left.
So does it do that when it hits a person, or does it just go through them and hit the next nearest thing?
It does that to a person.
Okay, wonderful. That's lovely. That's nice. That's very nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. How much do you want for it? I'm kidding.
You can also feel your arms kind of just push back a little bit. You're not used to having that kind of power.
I could get used to this kind of power.
Okay. You like that? You wonder why you wonder why I like it? It's great, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely.
We don't use it for infantry.
That makes sense.
Small targets. You could easily miss
And
if
blow
you
up a
lose
building.
control of the gun. As I'm sure you noticed while you were firing it, because you're not used to it, you weren't able to hold in place as much, so you almost hit. You almost missed. As when you fired, it started going like this, like the gun went up when you fired, but you did still hit the tank since it's a tank and it's really big.
Yeah.
Now, if you had hit the wall behind it, it would have been fine. This place has been built for this. Here's some other ones I like.
Dodger.
Dogger, what did you do? Oh, we're back. We're back. I'm so sorry about
It
that.
was just you,
I don't know
Kareem.
what happened there. Somehow it got unplugged.
It was just Karish.
Yeah, we're gonna blame Karish. That's the easy thing to do. So anyway, I don't know where did we lose you? We can go back.
Secrets were too strong.
The secrets were too strong. Okay, you know what? Carson, keep talking. I'm getting the cat.
What? Cat time? Cat content.
You know what? I'm gonna add a. I think I might add a points thing that's just called cat content.
My favorite moment in entity point in this, my favorite moment in the verse
There is no
is
cat.
just me. No, it's just me going to grab the cats randomly, and holding them up. That's my favorite moment.
This is the content I subscribe to. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know about that.
So he had explained the safety, and if it's not fully charged, it will not fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he had brought out more crates of stuff.
All right.
And he opens one of them and pulls out these kind of gloves. Like metal gloves, just for shit. Alright. Okay. As he kind of hooks him up to his suit a little bit. Because this suit's not as high tech, but it's still decently high tech. He kind of hooks it up to the suit. As he does, you see this this black energy just into the gloves. All right. So these things, pretty sweet for the most part. They allow us to use certain powers. Depends on the power
Mm-hmm.
that are generally given by whatever energy they're connected to.
Okay.
For example, as you see the black flame. Now, we have to be wary about these, because if they touch our skin, because we got these from piss, they could corrupt us. Which is why...
Oh.
That
seems like a not great weapon if it corrupts them.
That's why this testing.
Okay, that makes sense. I assume I can't use that.
No.
Yeah.
Now you can use these.
Don't worry. Oh.
As he brings Morg's gloves out.
Gloves?
Now, since you're still wearing the suit, like
Yes.
the torso, what you want to do, you want to put the gloves on, put them on, and you want to hook them up to these little plugins on the wrists, or at least on the inside of the wrist. Now, since that suit doesn't really have any power right now, it doesn't do anything. But if we add some to it, it'll do something.
Go on.
For example, he opens another crate and takes out a kind of battery of purple energy.
Mm-hmm.
It kicks up and kind of hooks it into a slot, like opens up a panel on the front of the suit and puts it into a slot and closes it. As you do, you see this purple energy go into the gloves.
And what should I be expecting from this? Or should I just,
I think it's best to test it out first.
Is the tank still, like, intact?
No, you just
No, okay. Is there any other targets?
We can set them up. As you see some people setting up dummies and, crates to shoot at.
Alright. I'm gonna wait till they, get off to the sides, out of the way.
Okay.
And...
Sweet.
I assume it's just laser.
One moment.
Oh?
These don't work together. Let's just step.
Taryn, I like how you're thinking.
What if
I
you
agree
crack-
with you fully. I 100% agree with you. I love that idea.
As you do that, nothing seems to really happen. Actually, no. Wait, one moment. I'm gonna roll again. That's a 50. Sweet. Plus 50. None of these are working. Okay. Yay! We have a new person. Hello. Welcome to the chat.
Good morning, Luca.
Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the chisel, Madizzle. I'm gonna leave now.
As you do, what are you thinking of right now?
I'm expecting purple lasers.
Okay. What are you pointing at with your hand? One of the dummies?
One of the dummies, yes.
Okay. As you're pointing at it, purple lasers do come out of the glove. When they hit it, actually no purple lasers come out of the glove. When you're pointing your hand at this thing, nothing seems to happen from the glove, but the thing, you see it start morphing into the purple lasers you're thinking about.
Huh.
As you take your hand off, as you take your hand away from pointing at the thing, the lasers literally just start bouncing everywhere.
Oh.
Get down! What did you do, man?
I'm gonna, shield in front of him. Imagine the shield.
That's not how that works.
Can I point at one of the lasers and imagine it to be I don't know, a pickle?
No.
Turn one of the lasers into a pickle.
As you're pointing at one of the lasers, can you roll power?
You mean spirit?
No. Use power.
That is plus spirit, though, right?
Correct.
That's nice. 5.
Why are you
6,
rolling?
sorry.
Why are you rolling d4s? D6s.
You said roll power.
I know. You roll the move. Use power.
Oh. 9.
So what are you trying to do?
Pickle.
Okay. As you're like quickly pointing at one of the lasers, as you see it starts morphing not into a pickle, but it's now made out of pickle. Not out of pickles, but like the same
No, it's
material
a pickle.
pickle is made out of.
Oh, I love this.
And it kind of flops to the ground. There's still like 3 other lasers.
I'm just gonna do the same thing to each of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the last
Oh.
one into bacon.
He's roll.
5. 6 again, actually, sorry.
Nothing
Brain fart.
happens, and you get a token, and it doesn't turn into pickles, or bacon.
Do I get an experience?
Yeah.
I level up.
No, you don't get a token for that. Sorry.
Experience. No, I do get
We have changed it to you get tokens for successes. No, sorry, for plus 12. You get a plus 12.
That's
you
the
get
only
a
time you get a token?
Yes.
Didn't reset my tokens. This one, though.
No.
So I have 3. Alright. Alright.
No, not a cucumber. Not a cucumber, Garish. It didn't get bigger. It's the same size, just a pickle.
Alright.
I probably should have told you what that one was.
Yeah.
Those gloves do a temporary molecular manipulation.
Ooh.
Those are gonna turn back into dummies soon.
How long?
About 3 minutes. I
Okay.
can't make it last for that long.
What would happen if someone ate that food?
Probably nothing good.
Good to know.
Don't eat it.
I don't plan on it.
Those gloves, I need to cheat. I need to have fun with them. They're very finicky, as you can see.
That makes sense. It conceptually it's difficult to make it. Yeah, I can see why that would be difficult.
And you imagined lasers coming out of your hand, right?
Yup.
What do you think the dummy turned into
Oh,
lasers?
right. I have another idea. Another dummy. Fireball.
You turn it into a fireball?
Yes.
As it turns into a fireball. Just whoosh. But as you do see, the pickles are now turning back to dummy.
Dang. Ooh, what'll happen with that? I mean, I fireballed it.
It's gonna turn back into a dummy.
What are the dummy pieces going to be everywhere? No. Because the molecules of the
Yes.
fireball. Okay.
That's gonna be fun to clean up.
Ooh. My apologies.
Turn off the gloves. And by that, there's some buttons on the bottom, on the backs. Press the buttons. Press the buttons, or we'll have you kicked out of this facility and mind
Okay.
wiped.
Sorry. Alright, I press the buttons. And I unplug the gloves and hand it back to him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Yes.
And it wasn't the gloves doing that, it was the energy.
Interesting. And the gloves were channeling it?
Yes. Now, we can't control what the initial energy creates. Like, for example, the shadow energy that I currently have, that as he kind of takes it out of the panel, it's another battery. This will only ever do the black fire. It will never do anything else.
Oh, okay.
Now, we do know that giving it to a person, the side effects are not the same. Energy is different. We give it to a person, we have no idea what power they could possibly have.
Interesting.
Or at least we're learning. We're working on trying to figure that out. To control what powers people get.
Interesting.
Because obviously you don't want to use those power.
Exactly. Although you could just have them take the energy out and put it back in.
Yes. But we have found from that's not how that works. The initial energy will always be different.
Okay.
Take it out, put it back in, it's the same thing.
So if you take it out and put it in someone else, it's the same thing as well.
Correct. Which is good. But
you could put it in someone to find out the power and then take it out and use a device instead.
yes.
You could always
But
extract
like the
it.
black fire, if we injected that into someone, first it'd be a horrible idea because they would be corrupted by abyss, and two,
Yes.
we don't know if they would have black fire. We're trying to work on controlling that.
I'm guessing it's different because
And now
it's
give me
abyss.
back the battery
Oh, yes. Here we go.
as he puts it back in the crate. These are my fun toys. We get to use them to protect the planet.
Are there any others
Wait,
that I get to use?
why? What?
Are there any others that I get to use?
Depends
On?
how much the boss likes you.
Ah.
What's next?
It's
Well, I've pretty much
Anything else
shown
in
you the
operations?
armory.
Hmm.
In operations, it's not that interesting to
Alright.
look at. We just have meetings, then are sent out. Speaking of which, you did make me mess up my job.
what?
My operation was to bring in people who knew things and investigate the shadows. We don't want a city panic.
I'm sorry. In my defense, it looked like you were kidnapping innocent people.
No, we were.
Yes. But I didn't understand the reasoning for it. I didn't know who you were.
They were innocent, but they needed to be taken in so that they couldn't tell people. We don't want a panic. We want to handle this before it gets too big.
I did give all of them my phone number.
Will they even use it?
Possibly. I told them to call me if anything else happened. Or text me.
Well, and next is engineering.
Alright.
We do got a head engineer, but he's not really a talker. So I can do that too.
Alright.
And I don't got a job. I don't have an operation to
Okay.
do.
That makes sense.
That won't be messed up by a 20-year-old college student. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you? Yeah. So,
Mhm.
engineering
Yes.
is what keeps this facility running. It's a great place. Not that interesting. Just a big generator.
Generator.
Yes, generator.
Of regular energy or like regular
We're
electricity
we're
or
working on transferring.
okay. So it is electricity
It's
currently.
just electricity. We're working on.
That makes sense.
We're working on changing that. It seems the most normal type of energy that we can find is the purple
Yeah.
one. We're working on transferring.
And I assume that's still kind of difficult to acquire or just
it's finicky.
okay.
Can't just get it anywhere. Gotta look for it.
Am I allowed to know how to find that? How you find that?
I'm not at liberty to say, but I can say what I know. Is I don't.
Hmm.
I'm not legally allowed to tell
Fair enough.
you. If I do, I do not. I don't. I have no idea.
Alright.
Well, seems the boss wants to have a talk.
Oh?
He's a very busy man, but you seem to have piqued his interest.
I wonder why.
I also wonder. Well, I've been tasked with taking you up there.
Did he like look at his phone or something? Okay. So he was like alright. He was like listening in from okay.
What? As he starts leading you up, he gets into an elevator and it starts going up. The lads have started to coin the term Doomsmith for him. Thinks he's trying to thinks it's, the end of the world. All that jazz.
Oh.
He doesn't like the name. Don't call
Okay. The boss, I see. Alright.
him. Yeah, don't
Doomsmith, they said it was?
call
I will specifically avoid calling him that.
That isn't smart. Yeah. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the name. He thinks it makes it seem like he's trying to cause the end of the world. That prevent it. I don't get it. That's fine.
What's his name? Or what should I call him?
You can just call him the director. Director?
Alright.
He doesn't really like to give out his name. I don't even know his name.
So his the nameplate on his desk just says director.
Yeah? I just call him boss or director. Something like that.
Makes sense.
So here we are. As kind of gets out of the elevator, and you see a double door with a tag above it that says director's office.
Right.
Good luck. I'll be out here.
Alright. Great.
Just kind of walk in. And you see this man in this very dark brownish green armor in a helmet with his back turned to you.
What time of day? What time is it right now?
Looking out a window. Well, he's looking out a window.
Mhm.
It's late, or maybe like 7, closer to 8.
Good evening, director.
As he kind of turns, and you see this like orange visor thing. As he turns, Harvey Lane, with this robotic voice. Harvey Lane. I don't believe we've met. You can call me the director.
Nice to meet you, the director.
Don't. Okay. As he kind of sits down. You're a very interesting man, Harvey Lane.
I'm interested as to why you believe that.
Well, I know that you were one of the 3 students who saw what happened at the college. You saw Biz face to face.
Yeah, I'm one of the 3 that didn't turn into a shadow or just run away. I'm actually not sure if any of the other students actually witnessed it. They might have seen it as they're running away, but
You're the only ones that matter. You,
the universe.
Becca Rains, and Luke Ward. That's Aaron, by the way. You can't see his face.
We never told them about Luke, right?
No.
You.
I have my ways. My sources. I have eyes everywhere.
It was one of the people from the DOA, wasn't it?
No. I learned myself.
Okay.
This kind of turns and this continues looking out. Looking out the window. Which is like looking over the city.
Is that why I've been getting this special treatment of sorts? I imagine not just anyone can tour the facility.
No. Would have let Miss Rains, but she decided to leave.
Yes. I assume Miss Turner, or I'm not sure.
Agent Turner.
Gent Turner. Turner, I assume you wouldn't have let them tour the facility.
No.
Makes sense.
They're dangerous.
In what way? Because they're part of the G.O.D. The DOA? Sorry, my brain is confusing the...
Yes.
Makes sense.
And the other one.
What other one?
The other Turner. Maxwell sent me the journal pictures you showed me. I've encountered this Turner before.
You have?
Yes. In the past. They tried to keep me from creating this defense for the world. I can't let that happen.
Interesting.
This,
Why
this
would they
is
try to
too
stop you?
important. No idea.
Interesting. That's strange. I mean, it makes sense, though, that Alex doesn't seem to be all there, from what I can see in the journal.
It is not Director Fury.
It is director that's full of fury.
This mission is too important to stop. We're protecting the world. I'm sure you can understand that.
Yes. Yes, naturally. Still, it keeps bugging me. Why are you treating me this way? I understand that I witnessed it happen, but there seems to be more than that.
Let's just say you're important in all this somehow. You and the rest of the others. And Mr. Wilcox.
Do you know if he's alive?
Oh, I do. He's being held by the DOA.
Oh.
Or
Where?
at least the one that went back.
Okay, so you are talking about the different one.
Correct.
I couldn't remember. Carson couldn't remember if that was the DOA or the G.O.D. that had him. All right. I have heard about that, yeah. And I was under the assumption that it was the version of him to
try first, but it was too late.
That makes sense. And do they have him under, like, imprisoned, or?
He's been captured. And he's been held there for over 20 years. That's such a big time, isn't it? 20
It's a
years.
waste.
Why are there so many things like that? I wonder. What's important about 20 years ago?
Go on. I assume you have an answer.
There's a time machine, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yes.
You should be more surprised that I know.
I'm certain you have people that give you information from the DOA.
Well.
And also, I believe we mentioned that in our story.
You did.
And it's in the
I knew
journal.
before.
Huh. How?
The DOA got to it first.
Yes.
I couldn't take it. I tried, but I couldn't do it. Things had to keep going the way they
I doubt they're going to be able to fix it. Even before they dismantled it, it was
That's what you
inoperable.
think. But they get it to work.
That makes sense, because Alex was able to write the journal, go back in time.
So,
But it seems that Alex goes back alone.
I wouldn't know.
What do you know?
That I was one of the ones sent back.
Oh.
I was sent back through the machine.
Were you a member of the DOA?
I got pulled in. Nothing I could do about it.
Is this Seamus?
There's no way of you knowing. There's no way you know the answer to that question.
Oh my God. Imagine if this was Seamus.
That'd be hilarious.
Right
Wouldn't
after
it?
Alex said she wants to. Oh man.
Kareem, you better
Kareem
tell me
asked.
your thoughts after. And also, not in chat. We do have a whole more chat for this.
All right. So, what's this whole suit for? I see you're wearing. It's cool, but
Protects me.
from
Everything.
general threat. All right.
I use it to protect people.
I assume the reason you're so strict about keeping your identity secret is because you're a time traveler.
Kind of important to keep the loop.
Yeah. I'm assuming I don't get to know that information.
Know who I am.
What your name is, yeah.
No.
All right, that's fair.
You'll learn eventually, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Unless it so happens that you are Seamus, but I doubt that. That's the only other.
Shameless. Very funny.
I know. It would be really weird because your mannerisms are completely different.
Yeah.
Or maybe Seamus changed after Luke whacked him in the head.
Oh my gosh.
You do that, and you tell me if there's anything that indicates that I'm right. So, what else do you know about this Alex, this version, in the journal?
As I've said, I've encountered them.
Yes.
But seems they didn't write it down.
Are they still alive?
How do I answer that?
It's the version of them which you met still around.
I would assume so. I didn't kill them. No way of knowing.
But you have no way of contacting them either, I presume.
Nor would I choose to.
And it seems that they probably aren't going to make themselves known since they just handed the journal to Wilcox and ran off. When did you last see them?
Shortly after I got back in time.
What were they
19
doing?
years ago.
What were they doing at that point?
It appears they had come to stop me. Apparently, I was dangerous. I am simply trying to protect our world.
Yeah.
From every other one.
I'm sorry, other?
Aliens. Extraterrestrials.
Okay.
And those beyond.
Beyond?
Yes,
The endless.
there are many things beyond our world. I'm sure you suspected Harvey Lane.
Are you
or
referring to multiverse
theories.
theory, or?
Maybe. Depends on whether or not you choose to become a DOA agent.
I don't think I'm inclined to become a DOA agent.
Depends on how much you're helpful to us and how much you want to help us.
Don't suppose you'd be interested in extending an offer to me to become a G.O.D. agent.
You don't seem the type to follow orders.
That's true.
But you could be quite helpful.
Could.
And we can be helpful to you.
Yes. I've seen that.
For example. As he kind of leans back, presses the button on the his desk, and a screen shows up, and you see what looks to be the time machine. But in the facility. This is our little project. We were able to apprehend, grab, get the blueprints to the machine. Is this Harvey or is this
No, Harvey doesn't know that he took the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Becca knows that, right?
I have no idea.
Okay. I don't think so. I think he just took it.
What did Harvey do?
Yeah, wait, what did Harvey do?
Come on.
Harvey is doing what it takes to get into this guy's good graces. Because Harvey wants to use him like he's going to be used by him. He wants to make the most out of this. He's seen what they've got and he wants a taste. He's tasted what they've got. He wants more.
No, I didn't want to be right. This night just demands violence in some form. This is great, isn't it? Harvey, you see a picture of the time machine?
Yes.
Our little project. We've been working on it since we got the blueprints.
This much progress? And what are you planning on doing with it?
Fixing things.
How so?
I don't like the idea that my decisions have already been made for me. The loop.
Trying to break it.
I couldn't break it then, but now I have my own time machine. Maybe I can break it now. Hydration.
Oh, man.
I'm assuming you don't like the idea of that either.
Oh, yes, I also want to break this time loop. I feel like it starts with catching Abyss, because that seems to be the original reason that Alex went back. So if we could take down Abyss, they would have no reason to send Alex back, which would break at least part of the time loop. Interrupt it, per se.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
And, yeah. It doesn't quite make sense, honestly, like, why they had to use it
that way.
No, their reasoning for using it doesn't quite make sense.
I don't know if they used it in the first place. What if they found other means?
And it also seems that time travel changes you.
It does.
Did you also gain memories of other lives?
He seems confused. No, but I did age about 20 years in 20 years because I went back in time 20 years.
No, I mean, I was referring to in that journal, Turner refers to how they acquired memories of things that never happened to them. Right? I'm remembering that correctly.
You are remembering that correctly.
Did anything like that ever happen to you?
No, it did not.
Or is it perhaps an effect of them being a central part of the time loop? I wonder.
Possibly. I'm certain. I don't really care. I just don't want to be controlled. We will make our own destiny.
Yes. That I can agree with. I don't like the idea of anyone controlling fate or destiny or whatever the heck it's called. Honestly, that is just...
I'm also curious how far this time loop goes. When does it start?
When does it stop?
When does it end? Does it end when Alex goes back, or does it start then?
And does it go beyond that, though? It's possible that... I don't know.
How deep does this rabbit hole go?
That's a very interesting question.
I knew this would work. I knew I would like you, Harvey.
Yes. I'm gonna be really upset if this is Jonathan.
That would be really funny, wouldn't it?
There's no way it's Jonathan, though. Oh, no, that was the hydration we already did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know that, Courtney. Carson knows that, Courtney. We don't. The characters don't know that, Courtney.
No, we're referring to at what point in our timeline.
Correct.
Does the loop start? What is the time that the final person goes back or whatever? Before when everything starts again. Yes. We're like trying to figure out where the bend happens. That loops you back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It seems it's ready for testing.
It is.
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
He
stands up and heads out of the room.
Oh.
Maxwell's not there, even though he said he would be.
I'm assuming he was asked to go away by him or something.
You can assume so.
He had to use the restroom. He caught dysentery.
He died of dysentery. Yes, Courtney, exactly.
We're in Oregon right now. No.
As he kind of takes an elevator down to the farthest level, as he steps out into the room, a bunch of people working on this time machine. Is it ready? Well, it's ready for testing, as one of the scientists goes. We're testing it now.
Who's the subject?
Me.
Alright.
It'll be fine, I don't care. My people will live on. As they turn on the scene and set it for...
If you die, can I have your helmet?
As he sets it for 2000, let me look back.
Oh no.
As he sets it for, where is it? Nope, that's wrong. Where are you? You're here somewhere. There it is. As he sets it for 2000, I think January. In January, do you know the date that it says that Alex gives the journal to Wilcox?
I do not.
Pretty sure it's January 31st, 2000.
Okay.
That's what it's set to. January 31st, 2000.
I don't suppose you could test with someone else rather than someone as important as yourself.
And who do you propose to yourself?
No.
Yeah, you know you.
No, Becca would kill me. Becca would put a
You'd be
knife in
dead
my throat.
if it doesn't work.
Yeah, you make a good point. I don't know if then again, I don't really know anyone in your organization that can be trusted. I don't know, so never mind. I rest my case.
As you see, they started. The door opens to it, and he starts to step in, but then some unknown force keeps him from going in, like just the field. Why isn't it working?
I want to step up and like.
You want to step up?
I want to like poke it.
There seems to be this kind of not like a force field keeping you from entering. Why isn't it working? Sir, we don't know. They changed it to a different date, like still earlier. Still not working.
What if we change it to sometime after the
Like sometime when I say before, I mean like
No, I'm
past.
Yes. What if we set it to sometime after the what was it called? The shattering fracturing?
Is that what you say? Say it.
What if we set the time to sometime after the shattering or the fracturing point or whatever?
He kind of looks back and grabs your arm. How do you know about that? How do you know about that?
What? Yeah.
Know about that?
Alex?
No one.
I think, right?
No one.
Didn't Alex Turner tell us that?
No, the journal did.
Oh. The journal?
How do they know about that?
I don't know.
They went back in time. But that means you can go past it.
No, yes, but what if the fracturing point has some sort of barrier? that makes it more difficult to go past.
They're able to go past.
Yes, but what if there's a specific... I don't know, what if there's a specific
What's
way?
keeping us back? Then they said it like he goes for it and set the date himself. Like let me actually look at my notes again just to make sure.
It's just a theory. Because Harvey's like,
Game theory.
yeah,
Thanks for
because
watching.
time travel is a game, and that's how we should play it.
He sets it to December 30th, 2019. Still doesn't work. Damn it. The fraction took place December 29th. It was an instant for everyone else except who was in it.
So what did he put it after? Did he put it for after
He
the?
put it to December 30th.
Okay.
I was one of those survivors.
That narrows it down a little bit.
But it doesn't work.
Even after the fracturing point. Okay.
What?
Okay, so it has to be something else. Maybe there's something that specifically is trying to keep time from being changed, and we have to bypass that.
No one knows about this time machine.
No, what if there's something else?
Then Alex Turner wouldn't be able to travel back.
There has to be some. Maybe it's related to some sort of power.
Set it to tomorrow. Set it to yesterday. As they set it to the day before. It still doesn't work.
What about tomorrow?
As they set it to tomorrow. And he steps inside.
So there's some barrier that is trying to keep us from going to the past. So that means perhaps...
Set it to 5 minutes ago. If it was 5 minutes ago, do you see me or do you see me stepping out of this machine?
Perhaps my memory would change.
Damn it. We can't go to the past. Or at the very least...
Not yet.
No. We can't go past when the machine was created. That's why the time machine couldn't take me past January 31st, not 2000. That's when the machine was first turned on.
That makes sense.
We can't go past.
Yet. Unless you were to steal parts from the crucial parts from the machine.
We would need the
DOA
entire
has.
machine.
Then what if you plan on invading right as it's completed? Penetrating the defenses, going back in time before they can, and sabotaging it before they can.
Can't because I can't because I get sent to the past in the DOA place. If I take it, I never get sent back in this I am never me. Which I hate that about loops, and I'm trying to fix that. But if I don't know how, I can't fix it.
What if you just stopped Alex from going through? Or, yeah, what if you went through again? What if you went through in after your current self, this timeline's version of you? You went in after that and started building a machine then.
I would have already done it. I would know where it is. Or at the very least, the other me, the future me, would tell me.
Yes. What if you find your
We
current
need
self?
to find another way.
You could find
This
your current
machine-
self. Contact him. Or her.
I would have already contacted him.
Oh, so you're saying you can't interfere with your own past?
I'm saying that if I went back in time already, that future self, me, how do I explain this? Obviously, you know time isn't linear.
Yes.
It is, but there's not just one. Every person has their own individual time. For example,
Okay.
this Alex Turner. Every time that they go back in time, it's back in time for the rest of us, but for them, that's the present.
Yes.
They're still flowing forward.
Okay.
Or at least, for the most part. Have you heard them try to talk? They can't even talk forwards. They can only talk backwards.
I've seen the journal. They can only write backwards, yeah.
So if I went back in time, that would be my present self. That would be
Yes.
me.
No, no,
I
yes.
past me. I would have already contacted me.
Yes.
But I haven't. So I don't do that.
Yes. What I was saying earlier, what if this you, the you that you are, goes in after the you that is presently in this timeline, goes into the machine after they've already been there, so you won't influence that. And then you could accomplish whatever you're trying to do. I don't know exactly the specifics of what you're trying to do, but you need to get back to
I'm trying
2000.
to break the loop without breaking reality.
What if you sabotage their time machine? If they can't use that time machine, the loop gets broken, right? Because you can't have a time loop without time machines.
Time is a fickle thing. If you mess with that without knowing what you're doing, things break. But you don't understand what that looks like. I do. I saw the fracturing firsthand. It was devastating. Everything destroyed, gone. Nothing brought to be brought back. And then everything was. And I don't know how. But whatever that was, I want to use that. To make it so that time will not break if we break it. Follow me. As it kind of leads you through a room next to the time machine. And inside, it's kind of large area. Kind of a warehouse, a forest area with a building in the middle. Like, which is weird, because isn't this underground? There's no sky, obviously. It's like an artificial sky, but there's this forest area with a building in the middle. It kind of leads you into this area. Watch. As he points, as you'd see it, you would see time going backwards in this area. As you would kind of see this bubble around the building. Inside the bubble, you see the building decay. The forest around it grow bigger and then die. And then it would go back and past when the trees didn't exist there, and neither did the building. You see people, you see the building kind of being built, and then being unbuilt, and being rebuilt, and being unbuilt. This is what happens when you break time.
Oh.
This is why I built the G.O.D. here.
To contain this.
To use it. I'm trying to use this to break the loop.
Is this giving off some sort of energy that's able to do that? Or is it because this is an anomaly and you're trying to introduce that to the whole loop to loop and corrupt it? No, that doesn't make sense.
This means something's wrong with time. I don't know what, I don't know why this is happening, but it's broken. And I don't think we can fix it, but we can use the fact that it's broken to break the loop.
Yes.
Or maybe the fact that it's broken makes the loop happen in the first place. I don't know. That's a bunch of philosophical.
Chicken and the egg. How are you planning on using this?
I'm not entirely sure, really. I don't know how to use it. It's not an energy. There's no energy here. It's just a bubble of broken time.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever this broken time is, I'm going to use it to break the loop. Fix our timeline. We don't have to obey its rules.
Yes.
We're doing what's necessary to fix this.
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause-
think we can fix time, but we could definitely fix ours. We'll do what we have to.
Where did you get this suit, by the way?
I made it myself.
Hmm.
Or at the very least, this is a 20-year project.
Makes sense, yeah.
I didn't have the blueprints to the machine, so I couldn't turn it into its own time machine.
Mm.
But I'm
But you
working
could.
on it.
Mm. Yes. Makes sense.
You said you were we could get parts from the time machine at the DOA. Right.
I assume so. And I assume you don't have to have the whole time machine, just a few crucial parts.
Possibly. I assumed the whole thing. That's why we made it.
It wouldn't quite make sense if you had to have all the pieces. It would make sense just a few specific parts. Maybe
What
maybe
if
a
we
lot.
can make it? What if we can make this suit go back in time before it was created? I don't know how we can do that, but maybe we can with this.
I wonder how it would interact if you converted that, if you converted that into a time machine and tried to put it through a time machine. What if that would be enough to bypass that filter?
That's always a chance.
And also, how exactly does this time machine work? Does it just open a portal from where it was when it was first created?
I'm not. I've been inside once. It created a portal that brought me through, but that was not by my choice. I didn't want to go back, but that is how it turned out.
Yes, but what I'm saying is does it just connect itself to the future versions of itself? And so just
I
keeping a
believe
gate
so.
open of sorts?
Seems like it. Too bad. He's not even gonna be here next week. Ha! You gotta wait 2 weeks for that. Ha ha ha.
Hey, if I help Doctor Doom, maybe he'll help me. Okay?
Time machine.
Hey, this guy is a lot more helpful than Doctor Doom is. Doctor Doom is a selfish
prick.
Let's go with Jerk Missile.
Sure. Jerk missile works.
Yeah. And this guy has cool technology.
Do you think you could get to the deal? Because
Probably.
a full-on assault would be unadvised.
Yeah, because it might disrupt your timeline. Correct.
Yes. But a small team. Your friend Becca is working with the deal with us, is she not?
I'm not sure if she would be down for this type of thing. Luke might.
She doesn't need to know.
Yes, that's true.
But you could convince them to get to the DOA.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Probably.
Do that.
Yeah.
We can help each other.
I'm sure Luke wouldn't mind as long as he's paid.
We have money.
Alright.
How do you think we got the blueprints?
Yeah, makes sense. So upsetting that Harvey doesn't know that Luke. And I don't suppose that. What would you be willing to give me in exchange for this?
Want? I'm very desperate.
It's a good question. I would need to think. I'll need to think on that.
You're gonna help us save the world. Break the loop. Maybe it'll break this. Keep him from ever getting here. I could maybe keep the original time machine from ever.
Perhaps.
This will never escape wherever it came from.
What about the secret to how you guys acquire energy, that special energy?
What do you mean?
I mean, none of them would tell me. The scientists, or I guess the didn't know how to do it.
As the suit kind of opens a latch, and he pulls out a kind of strange device with and he presses a button, and then a needle shoots out. We get it from people.
You only get it from people. That's the only way you can acquire it.
Yes, at least the way we know how. We haven't found a different way. Some people are just born. Sometimes there's a power that gives other powers. We've been trying to get that one.
Who has it?
We don't know. We don't.
But
We
you
just
know
know
it
that's
exists.
a possibility.
Okay.
Because anything's a possibility.
Yes, true.
So do you want this? Or do you want your own power? Do you crave power, Harvey?
I don't know. Taryn, I'm not sure what to tell you. I don't.
Did she ask you the same question she asked me?
Oh, did she text me? No. No, I'm just looking at what she said in chat.
Oh, she just asked if she could say her theories, and I said no in chat, and I said no.
You can tell me your theories.
Text Karish.
Text Carson. Carson wants to hear your theories.
Sure.
I'm not quite sure on that. But I'm not sure I want to risk it.
Might be worth it.
Perhaps. And how do I don't really know for sure exactly how it works. Or that it's safe.
Nothing we do is safe, Harvey. Not when the world's at stake.
Do you know if how much the DOA knows about?
Karish is on Facebook. Just friend her.
Karish, just give Taryn your number here on,
No!
on the chat.
Not live.
I'm a genius, guys.
No.
Yeah, just friend her on Facebook.
Don't say what. No. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, here's her first and last name, her address.
Just get Discord. It's fine. We'll talk about it later. Oh wait.
Well, then fix that. Just use Facebook Messenger to share your actual number with her in private.
And not even Patrick or Aaron have my phone number. I don't need your phone number.
Yeah, because they
casually dogs her.
Yeah, and don't forget her social security number.
Anyway.
All right.
The last thing I said was, nothing we do is safe. Not in the world. Could be worth it. Now, I for one don't want power. Don't need it.
Not quite certain I do either. And I don't suppose you have another sort of suit like yours.
No. Nor do I think you could handle it. Not yet.
Not yet.
Think on it. You know
I
what?
will.
It pops out a capsule from the thing. It doesn't have a color, but it is just glowing energy, not a color that you can see. This is a power. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it comes from. What it is. Make your decision whenever you need it.
Can I also have that thing that extracts it, and just in case?
This is mine.
Okay. Could I have something to extract it just in case?
This is a single use.
All right.
You get one shot.
All right. And I assume you could always put it back in afterward, or
Yes.
okay. Just in case.
Think on it.
All right.
Could be useful.
All right. Thank you.
It's getting late. Do you want to go home or We have dorms here.
I suppose I could stay the night.
Couldn't be hard. Couldn't be bad.
Yes.
Perhaps you could go on some operations.
Perhaps I
If
could.
you want to.
I'd be interested to learn how things work here.
Agent Lane. What do you think of that?
Not sure about it in the long term, but for a while I'd be willing to work for you.
Good. You're gonna be needed.
Harvey can suppress his conspiracy theories when he needs to.
Today's not one of them.
Oh, today is absolutely one of them. You think he trusts these people? You think he does want to because he have information and such he would like.
Mm-hmm.
The more he can work for them, the more they trust him, the more they'll tell him the real things.
Mm-hmm.
The truth.
Well, I would get some rest. We're gonna have a long day of study and research tomorrow.
Right.
We're gonna try to figure out what this thing is. I didn't have the resources before. Maybe you could have some ideas.
Perhaps. I'm not sure how much I could do technologically, but
We
I'm
have
good
the
at thinking of
technology.
things.
You just have the intellect. You can come up with ideas we haven't. I await what those ideas could be. Get some rest.
You may be overestimating my creative capacity.
Maybe you're underestimating. Give yourself a little credit.
Just don't expect too much.
I'll expect to know. I want nothing less than perfect.
No pressure at all.
As he kind of snaps to one of the people, take him up to the dormitories, find him a room. So we're staying for the time being.
One more thing. How did you acquire this power if you don't know what it is?
Well, we found a person before their power had manifested. We took it. Now, we don't know what energy that is yet. We didn't have time to just study it and decipher it. But it will come in handy. I'm sure of it. We'll have talks tomorrow.
Yes, indeed we will.
As the person kind of leads you up to some dorms, just to spite you, Karish, they're actually the cleanest. They're cleaner than the colleges. They're the cleanest dorms you have ever seen, Harvey.
This is an organization. Like, this is a professional
They were
organization.
gonna be clean anyway. I just wanted
They
to
have
spite Karish.
they have awesome tech, man.
This will be your room.
Not gonna lie, I was tempted to ask for the gloves.
This will be your room until
Further notice.
yeah, until further notice.
All right.
And then you get a beep on your phone that
Mhm.
says someone broke into your car.
Oh shit. Ooh.
You have a camera, right?
Yes.
You would look at it and see Luke and Becca waving at the car and just staring at it, and then they both leave with the journal. Because you had left it in there.
Yes, but they don't know where it is in there, right?
They looked for it.
Did they find it?
Yes. They left with the journal.
You know, that's fine. I don't. That's fine. It's fine.
Sorry about that, Harvey.
Oh, you're gonna be sorry. No, you're not. It's fine.
No.
For now.
Harvey, you're alone in your room with the power injector.
And that
Yes.
is a good place to
No.
end this.
No, it is not. I want to see Harvey's mind race with what he wants to do.
Oh, I could do it, but and I would love to get a power. It'd be very interesting, but also how useful a power is going to be most of the time in real life. Like, I'm not. I feel like if I got like just an attack power, like that'd be cool. It'd be really great for like just effect, and also intimidation. That'd be nice, useful. Like get things done, I guess. But what if that? What if this is actually something they're just trying to test out on me? What if it's? What if they've been lying to me? They might just be.
Oh, also, Patrick added a new move called Discern Intention.
Discern intention. Ooh.
It's going. I'll look it up for you.
Oh.
Something going to his mind palace.
Oh.
Yes.
He could go to his mind palace.
You add cognition.
Oh, that's lovely. That is an 11.
You get on a +10, you discern their intentions and know if they're lying. They are not. But that doesn't mean I'm going to tell you what, like, the full intentions, obviously.
No, yes, of course. No more than I could actually know.
And you get a +1 ongoing when interacting with that NPC. Which NPC are you rolling for?
You know who I'm rolling for.
The boss.
The boss.
The boss. No, you don't get to make an appearance, Kari. She's not literally going to his mind palace. He doesn't have that power yet. He could get it right now if Carson decides. I love watching Carson's mind race. I hope you understand. It's ending when you decide.
Oh.
That's the cliffhanger.
But what if someone else finds out about this? Like, I doubt they're gonna protect me after I stop being an agent, especially if I end up betraying them and having to. This is all in his head, by the way. This is not allowed.
He's not literally in the Nexus, Karish. I hope you understand that.
Yeah.
If he was, he's literally in his head, and he doesn't have the power to see the door, so he can leave anyway.
I really do hope I get a mental power, so then I can do that. Not just for that, but also that's the kind of power that would suit Harvey best.
Correct. But I hope you understand.
But this is a preset power.
No, I will be rolling.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason I said I didn't know what color it was. Or what power it is.
The color is just always in the energy, no matter what it is.
But I said they haven't discerned what energy it is yet. So, continue doing your wonderful deciding what you want to do.
Harvey would be very confused by Athena. Okay. But it could give me something useful. I mean, what would I do with it anyway? I wouldn't know unless I knew what it was. Oh no, no. You know what? I don't know what to do here.
It'd be really funny.
Are you determining what power it would be?
I'm figuring out. I'm seeing. I found one that was really dumb, and I was like, that'd be mean to give him. I'll tell you after.
Okay. I want to, but also the Jason thing to do with. But every other character I've had is done. And Harvey, he needs to think things through. He needs to know what's going to happen before he does something. He got excited with the time machine because that was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and he knew that it wouldn't last very long. And he got lost in the moment. But with this, he has however long he needs to decide. But if he's gonna end up taking it, he might as well just go ahead and do it. And he can always remove it if he needs to. Unless it messes with its mind somehow. We don't know. I don't know what it'll do. And we know that it's possible. We know that it's possible for you to mess with your mind. Because of what Abyss's shadow energy does.
Can I have a D4?
Do you want a special D4 or normal D4?
It doesn't matter. Thank you.
I could test it on Luke. No, that would be a bad idea. It'd be fun. But it could also end up that I can't get it back and it's something good. But what if it's something useless? Well, then I could maybe convince him to let me try something else instead. Because I'm sure they could figure out something to do with it with their organization. And maybe exchange it for something else. And they would learn what it is. Also, I don't know what kind of restrictions might come with this kind of power. Because, I mean, certain organizations, like, apparently they can probably detect when people have power because they are able to kidnap and extract power.
You can have the D4 back. I know what it is.
Great. I cast Fireball. It's creation.
That'd be hilarious. No.
Oh man, that would be.
I would never.
Interesting. You would. You did once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. Luke does not need a superpower.
No.
Although he was using his gun incorrectly.
Correct. Still, he can still one-shot people.
Yes.
I know what it is. And I'm really excited on if you decide what you want or not.
I think it's gonna come down to me rolling because actually, you know what? He might as well get it out of the way. He has to know what it is. He has a way to undo it if necessary. And he's curious. So, did he specify how to take it?
No. Well, I mean, you can assume because it's like a needle thing.
Okay, I thought the needle was the stealer, the taker. Okay. Well, he like takes a minute to find his vein because he knows how to do that, of course, because he's done medical stuff on himself.
As he kind of injects it.
It wasn't drugs. He has not done drugs. He doesn't trust them. He doesn't trust where they come from because he knows where they come from.
I'm debating because I rolled a 15 on the power thing. Not on the power thing, on who it comes from. And I'm debating on it.
Is it chance?
It is not chance.
Wait, hold up. Let me look at my list.
No, don't look at the list.
But I want it.
No.
I want to. Okay, fine. I'll look later.
It would be really funny. I'm not going to do it.
The Crimson King.
No.
It's Fate, isn't it? Wait, no. Fate was taken off the list. Never mind.
You know what? Roll each one.
Oh.
Please don't get a 15, but it would be really funny. No, Courage. It was not Miss Strange.
6.
Roll a different one. There is a reason for this, but roll a different one.
I'm gonna go with a different D20. Pull up.
Vortex is not a force.
You mean the mind, then?
The Nexus.
The Nexus, yes. The Nexus, the mind, same difference. Just gonna...
Oh, you'll know, Courage. You'll know. When I say when I say the color. Because, listen, I'm trying to find the right one.
14.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
As you inject it, where you like right into your vein, right? You find where your vein is and inject it. You know, like where the biolith thing is.
Yeah.
As some of your veins start turning cyan.
Oh no.
Some of your veins start turning cyan. You can see it happening. And they start glowing. This glow. What is Harvey thinking right now?
That's a nice color.
No, but like, what is he really thinking?
It
It feels strange.
Well, that's never done that before. No, that's a Luke. Sorry, I'm channeling too much Nate.
And you see this glowing...
He's really just waiting for the
glowing
effect.
cyan energy appearing in his hand. What is he thinking?
What can this do, I wonder?
What does he want it to do? Tell me. What is he expecting it to do?
He's being more careful with his expectations than last time.
Because last time, he turned things into lasers and turned something into pickles.
Pickles was intentional. It was a good choice.
Lasers was not.
Let's call that intentional. Imagine you rolled the same power that glove had.
I had, actually, but I decided, no, I'm not giving you molecular manipulation.
Aww.
Okay. That's not what this is.
Okay. He wants to try... I would like to try forming a ball out of it or something. Okay. Energy.
As you see this cyan energy form a ball of light. And that is where we are going to end this session 8.
Wait, no. I would like to try to go to my mind palace. I want to talk to Athena.
No.
I want to talk to Athena.
Of Eternal. Thank you for watching. And we'll be back hopefully next week. Thank you all.
Fine.